Today we are going to bring my sprinkler system into the 21st century, so let's get cracking. All right, so today we're going to swap out the old Toro sprinkler controller and put in a brand new one from ImoLaza. This one's going to be intelligent and help me make better watering decisions. All right, so let's start with what's in the box. Obviously, we've got the ImoLaza Smart Sprinkler Controller, access to 375,000 weather stations. It syncs all day, every day. It has an ultra stable network connection, and we've got OTA technology for continuous updates. Inside the box, we have got the user manual. We'll start there. Labels. We've got a wiring guide with the instructions. If you have an issue, make sure you reach out to them first. A mounting template with marks for the holes, and the controller box. Obviously, this is where we'll connect the wires. There are buttons on the front that are easy to access, but we're going to do most of our work using the app. And of course, the power brick. Last but not least, a screwdriver. Let's start by looking inside. As you can see, we've got power wires, and then we've got the wires going out to my sprinkler. They are color-coded. Make sure you snap a picture of this so you can get back to it if you need to. All right, so I have opened up my old controller. Really easy to spot. These are my 4 zones. These just pop out so that I can easily get access to those wires. And then under here, I can see that the common is on the right. This is my pump right over here, and these are the power cords going to the brick that's on the wall. Now I share that with you because right here we can see all we have to do is connect my zones. We have up to 8, but of course I'm only doing 4. These are my pump connections, and then this one, instead of using the bare wires, we've got the plug-in that goes to the power brick I showed you a moment ago. Right now I'm going to disconnect the power. And we can easily take this off the wall. Now I can take the new one and we can open this up. And that'll give us the mount plate for where that one goes. All right, so I simply matched the wires as I said, but I do want to highlight this. Make sure you loosen these screws so that the connector is all the way down. Then you can slide the wires in and lock them in place. All right, so we are outside. As you can see, just fixed my line using the ImoLaza. I can pop on that sprinkler. I got zone 3, that's the one that's broke. I hit quick run and play. And bingo, we have got working sprinklers. I used to have to go downstairs and switch those on and switch them off as I was testing it. Now I can simply return to the app, pause, and stop, just like that. All right, so real quickly, you've got your app. Controller is online. You can set your schedules. Pick however you want to do it. You simply add to the schedule. Simple steps to walk through. You can choose new grass, fixed grass, smart schedule. So many options for you to get the exact setup for your lawn. I'm going to choose smart schedule. I want to water all of my zones, so it's 1 through 4. Notice you can have pictures of each zone. I do not have those. You can easily adjust the minutes by simply tapping them. My zones are all different sizes, so I'm going to adjust them individually. And confirm and adjust the sequence. I like them still as zone 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I've got it built. I'm going to choose to do smart cycle and soak. I do want it to skip when there's been rain. I do want it to skip when it freezes. I am not going to worry about the wind. I'm going to do any days. And I'm going to start today and I'm going to end never. I'm going to choose to have mine end before sunrise. I'm going to call it normal and hit done. Bang. just like that, we've got a schedule built. Of course, if we back up to home, you can see that I'm supposed to get rain today. Of course, you can have all sorts of schedules, but one of the most important things is to make sure you've got your zones set up right. I'm going to go into a zone. I'm going to choose edit the zone. Notice we can take pictures, change your plant type, sprinkler type, soil type, sunlight, the amount of slope, and then the one that I think is probably most important is the area. I made a fun Tinkercad project to calculate the area of my yard. I'll make sure I put a bit.ly to that project right here. But once you've got all of that data in, it gives the app the data it needs so it can make the smartest decisions. So as I wrap up, the first thing I want to mention is I'm absolutely loving having this sprinkler system controller. So much better than what I used before. So nice to be able to run it from the app when I'm outside. Do not have to come down or yell into the house to have somebody else stop it. That is the coolest feature I've ever had. Now there's lots of good stuff in the app. It's super easy to set up and you can add a lot more details. I can put the square footage of each zone. I can map the zones out. That way the system is smarter. I think it's fantastic that it's connected to weather stations so I don't waste water on days where I'm gonna get rain or it already has rained. And as a Michigander, it's super cool that it has the freeze protection as well. So I highly recommend them, and if you're looking for one, you can find a link in the description. Friends, as I wrap up, I do want to say thanks to everybody that supports me via YouTube memberships. Don't forget there are 3 different levels of support, starting as low as $5 a month. With any level of support, you get early access to videos. Also, make sure you pay attention to those members-only posts. A massive shout-out as well to everybody that supports me via Patreon. More than 500 members. Of course, you can learn more with the bit.ly up above or the link in the description. Finally, friends, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget every time you like, hype, share a video, add a comment down below, or click subscribe, you're helping HLModTech get just a little bigger, which absolutely makes my day. Friends, have a glorious day and keep tinkering.